All right, what is up, guys? Vivi back with another video, and this is gonna be the last video on the Lorcana spoiler videos. It'll be the last of the Lorcana spoiler videos, is the way I should say it. And you know, this is part two, of course, because I already did half the spoilers up front when they first were, first shown, first spoiled. I went ahead and talked about them then. And then over time, they finally have released the rest of them. So now I can finally finish it out and kind of give my overall thoughts on the set and kind of tell you guys how I rate the cards and what, how I think the cards are going to play out or how they're going to be in the game. So I've already gone over all these cards. If you want to know what I think about them, you'll have to check it out on the part one of the steel cards that I've already done. For this video, we are going to start at Tinkerbell Giant Fairy. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Tinkerbell Giant Fairy, she is a 6-cost 4/5 body that can quest for 2. She can shift for 4, and she has Rock the Boat. When you play this character, deal 1 damage, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Okay, when you play this character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Notice you're not choosing, okay? So even characters with Ward will take 1 damage. Okay, unless they determine in the rules that that's not how it's supposed to work. But that's how it seems like it works from reading it. Next, we have Puny Pirate on it. It has 2 abilities. Tinkerbell has 2 abilities. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may deal 2 damage to chosen opposing character. Now, that does choose. You will not be able to choose a character with Ward. But anyway, that's pretty wild. I'm not going to lie. And there is a 3-cost Tinkerbell, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, there is. So, okay, turn 3, play Tinkerbell. And then turn 4, you're going to be able to... Whoops, I done passed it. Where am I? There we are. Turn 4, play this one, dealing 1 damage to everything you had, and you'll be able to challenge the turn she comes into play. If you banish a character, you can deal 2 damage over there. This is a great board wipe type of character here. Very, very strong. I'm going to go up in the 9 out of 10 range with this card, because even just playing this character for 6 as a 4/5 that quests for 2 and has these abilities, I'm fine with that. But being able to play her on turn 4 is wild. That would be crazy. Okay. And then shift 4. Yeah. That's very good. And she's inkable. Okay, yeah. We'll take it every time. 9 out of 10. Maybe 9.5 out of 10. Might be the highest rated card. Might be the best card in Lorcana, to be completely honest. Okay, let's keep going. We got a 6-cost, 6/6 body that is that can quest for 2. Kronk, the right-hand man. Just a nice vanilla. A very sturdy vanilla. 5-cost 5/6 that quests for 1 into a 6-cost 6/6 that quests for 2. Yeah, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is like a 5.5 out of 10, even for a vanilla. Like normally vanillas I give 5 out of 10s to. This one's probably a 5.5 or maybe even closer to a 6.5. Very good. Okay, next we have Grab Your Sword. It's an action song. Deal 2 damage to each opposing character. Okay. So with Tinkerbell, like I said, let's just do the play I just said, where, like, say you go turn 3 Tinkerbell into turn 4 Tinkerbell. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character, and grab your sword, deal 2 damage to each opposing. So you'll be able to hit all of them for 3, and still attack to deal 4 plus 2 during your turn whenever this character banishes. Wait a second. One thing I need to know. It doesn't say... Oh, it does say in a challenge. Excuse me. I was about to say this would be unbelievable if Puny Pirate worked on if you did damage and like, took them out in that way, like without having a challenge. But no, it does specify in a challenge. That would have been crazy. But anyway, this card is crazy. This is I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. Or 7 to 7.5 out of 10. It's not as good as the red board clear that costs 2 more. That's a song. But this is still very powerful. And this only deals with your opponent's character. So maybe it is a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going to say a 7.5 out of 10. The card's outstanding. Okay, next we got Break. 2-cost action banish chosen item. Just a little meta card, a little sideboard card, if that's going to be a thing in this game. Not bad, not good, just 5 out of 10. I will say in a deck like this, I noticed that Tinkerbell has draw a card, then choose and discard a card. So maybe if you're playing, like maybe if I don't know if there's going to be a sideboard in this game, but if there is a sideboard, you'll be able to put this there. Otherwise, you might still want to run it as a 2 or 3 of, because it's still, you could still use it for its, you could still, what's it called, ink it. You can still ink this card. Or you could use it to cycle with Tinkerbell Tiny Tactician. So, you know, I'm just going to go to 5 out of 10, though. Okay, Musketeer Tabard. 4-cost item, Musketeer Tabard. Okay, all right, all for one and one for all. Whenever one of your characters with Bodyguard is banished, you may draw a card. Drawing cards is never something you can take lightly in a card game. That's what cards is, right? That's how that's how we win in card games, right? We generate more advantage, a bigger advantage with our cards than our opponent could. But I don't know. Let's see. How do I say this? Maybe you run this in a Sapphire Steel deck or a Steel Sapphire deck, however you say it. Yeah, maybe the colors on there are actually a hint at how you should run this card, like with Maurice, making it cost only 2 or something. But then again, the only bodyguards that I'm aware of are in Amber and in Steel. So, it kind of makes you think you should run it in that. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I see this card as a 5 out of 10, only because it can draw a card. A 4-cost item that you have to build an entire deck around is not really something I'm trying to go for typically. And yeah, I'm just gonna, y'all tell me what you think. I'm gonna go 5 out of 10 unless y'all can convince me otherwise. And you can definitely convince me. I'm not like set in stone on that. Okay, A Whole New World. We got another song here, a 5-cost action song. Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. Holy cow. That is wild, guys. That I'm going 9 out of 10. Even just for the memes, this card is a 9 out of 10. Like, it helps your opponent out too, right? Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. And I don't know anyone's going to be upset with this. Maybe it's also good in the sense that it will make your opponent, like maybe they had a specific strategy they were going to use. And then you go, oh, sorry, all your cards are gone, and now you got to draw 7 new ones. But at the same time, you would not want to play this action unless you can sing it. Because if you go turn 5, okay, do this ability, and I'm tapped out now, right? All your ink is exerted, and hey, your turn to your opponent. Now they have 7 brand new cards in their hand. Yeah, I think you're going to want to you're not going to want to play this card unless you can sing it. That's the only way. At least in my opinion. You guys tell me what y'all think. There might be a comma with it or something I'm not sure of. But yeah, y'all tell me what you think. Awesome card, though. I'm going 9 out of 10. I love it. I absolutely love that card and the art. Okay, next up, we got Hans, 13th in line. I love that title, 13th in line. He is a 4-cost 3/3 that taps for 2, or quests for 2, excuse me. Stage a little accident. Okay, yeah, we're going to stage a little accident here, right? Whenever this character quests, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character. Okay, he's a 4-cost that quests for 2. He's a 3/3 body. When he quests, he deals 1. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think this is just a nice... this is probably a 7 out of 10, actually. He's inkable and everything. Yeah, this is a nice card. Like, it's not crazy. It's definitely not crazy, but it is very, very sturdy, very solid card. I'm going 7 out of 10. Okay, we got Captain Hook, Thinking a Happy Thought. Excuse me. This is a 5-cost, not inkable, non-inkable, 5-cost 2/5 body that only quests for 1, has Shift 3, well, that's pretty good, and Challenger 3, and then Stolen Dust. Characters with cost 3 or less cannot challenge this character. Wow. Okay, characters with cost 3 or less cannot challenge this character. Okay. They can't challenge him, but he can challenge them, right? I think that's what's going on here, if I'm not mistaken. So what are we looking at here? So turn 1, going Captain Hook. Is there a 2-cost Captain Hook? This is another situation where I don't like when they do this. I like when the shifting is seamless. Like, I like when the shifting is done with another version of the card in mind. Yeah, I'm not saying this should be shift for 2 and have all these incredible stats, but I'm saying that either you should have made one, like make it a shift for 2, but then adjust everything. Like make it a 4 cost, that's a 1/4 that challenges for 2, and characters that cost 2 or less can't challenge or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when they do that. That's just me personally. Y'all tell me what you think. Like I just feel like you should be able to go, like that is the beauty of shifting, right? Is the momentum, is the tempo. Whereas, like, if you play this card turn 1, is this card going to make it 2 turns? Like, that's my issue. Is this card, Captain Hook, Forceful Duelist, going to make it 2 turns so that you can... that's not him. So that you can Captain Hook thinking a happy thought. I don't know. But other than that, everything else on this card's worth playing as a 5 cost. I'm not going to lie. Shifting for 3 is just a bonus, but a 5 cost 2/5 with Challenger for 3, so it's basically a 5 cost 5/5 that quests for 1, but you're not going to be doing any questing, right? Characters with cost 3 or less can't challenge this character. You're just going to be going at their board. That's where the shifting comes into play very nicely. Like if you don't swing on turn 2 with your Forceful Duelist, or if he somehow survives, then you go turn 3, bash this guy down, and start swinging as a 5/5. Very strong. And then they can't swing back into him, right? Unless they're 3 or higher. So, very awesome. Very good card. I'm going to go 7 out of 10. Okay. Simba, Rightful Heir. 5 cost, 3/5. Quest for 2. I know what I have to do. That's what it says. I know what I have to do is his ability. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 1 lore. Okay. I'd rather just quest for 2 and make them attack into me. He's a 5 cost 3/5. It is not inkable. I'm going to go with a 5 out of 10 for this one, guys. I'm not a big fan. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm missing something. Okay, 2 cost. Inkable Ransack action. Draw 2 cards, then choose and discard 2 cards. Wow, okay. Big fan. Big fan of this one. This is a 2-card cycle for 2. And is inkable later in the game if you don't need it, or early in the game, whenever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, this card for me is a 7.5 out of 10. 2 costs to cycle 2 and is inkable. Yes, absolutely. I'll take it every time. 7.5 out of 10. It might need to be higher than 7.5 out of 10. Excuse me. Okay, 4 cost Donald Duck. We got another Musketeer. He is a 4 cost 2/5 bodyguard. Okay, and stay alert. During your turn, your Musketeer characters gain evasive. So that's pretty good, right? Getting evasive so you can take out their evasive characters, and now you're protecting your characters with bodyguard. Yeah, I like it. It's 4 cost 2/5. And what was the other Musketeer? That was a 4 cost. Was it Mickey? Did I pass it? Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, he's a 6. So 6 cost. And I'm sorry, guys. I do have to look at Amber real quick just to see what Goofy is. Is he a 5? I think he is a 5. Yeah, he's a 5. So you'll have a nice 4, 5, 6 curve with you have a very nice 4, 5, 6 curve with your Musketeers. See, that's what frustrates me about a card like this, where it costs 4. Like, I need this to come into play on turn 3, right? Like, I need my Musketeer Tabard to come into play on turn 3. Oh, well, we'll see. I might be missing something, but it's still fine. It's fine as is, and I get why it's not perfect, but I wish it was. Okay, let's keep going. Donald Duck Musketeer, I'm going just 6.5 out of 10. It's a 4 cost inkable 2/5 body. Quest for 1, has bodyguard, and gives other Musketeers evasive. We'll take it. During your turn, your Musketeer card, so even he gets evasive as well. Very nice. Okay, next up, we got 2 cost 2/1, Quest for 2, vanilla inkable Aladdin, cornered swordsman. Going 5.5 out of 10. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Lilo, 3 costs 4/2. Quest for 2, Galactic Hero, vanilla. Going. See, this is a 2 cost that quest for 2, and this is a 3 cost that quest for 2, but it is a 4/2. I'm going to go 5.5 out of 10 with this one as well. Okay, Plasma Blaster, 3 cost item, quick shot. Tap or exert. or rest. Was it exert or rest? I can't remember. And then pay 2 resources, 2 ink, to deal 1 damage to chosen character. So you do choose. Paying 2 for 1 damage, and you're paying more than that actually, right? You have to pay 3 to play this card, and then you have to tap and pay 2 to deal 1 damage to chosen character. 5 out of 10. Just totally average. Not a big fan, to be honest. I think it requires too much setup, and you're losing too much momentum by playing this card to only deal 1. If it dealt like 2 or 3 damage, it'd be crazy. But dealing 1, I don't see it as being too good. Okay, there might be something later that comes out or a combo that comes out with it, but for now, as is, by itself, I just kind of see it as a 5 out of 10 average card. Okay, Starkey, Hook's Henchman, 5 cost, 5/4 body, quests for 1, and has I Captain. While you have a Captain character in play, this character gets +1 lore, and that's while you have a Captain character in play. So not even necessarily Captain Hook, right? Just any Captain if there's more than just Captain Hook as a Captain. Are there any other Captains? So we know Captain Hook is, obviously. I'm just kind of breezing through these real quick, guys. Bear with me. Prince, he's not a Captain either. He looks like one there. I'll have to look into that, guys. I know Captain Hook's a Captain. Oh, here's one. Gantu, Galactic Federation Captain. So would he get... I think he would get that keyword... Because Starkey doesn't specify that he has to be on Hooks. Like, it doesn't say why you have a Captain Hook in play, right? Because Captain Hook is literally a card. It says why you have a Captain character in play. This character gets +1 lore. And also notice it doesn't care how many you have. You're only ever going to get +1 lore, if I understand this correctly. It doesn't say get +1 lore for each Captain in play. It just says while you have a Captain character in play, he gets +1. So... if you have 3, you do have a Captain in play, but you have 3, but you still get +1, if I'm understanding that correctly. Yeah, so basically a 5 cost 5/4 that can quest for 1 or 2. Yeah, I'll take it. I think it's a 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10. Nothing crazy. Excuse me. Whoa, what's going on over here? Okay, Teka. This is a 6 cost 5/5 that has quest for 2. And seek the heart. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore. So Ruby had something I gotta bring up. They had Teka as well. Okay. And then there was a card that dealt with Teka. Whenever you play this character, you may banish chosen character named Teka. Okay, so Moana got a little bit better in the fact that she could deal with the red Teka, or however you say this, Teka. I don't know how to say this character's name, whatever. So there are 2. There's a 6 cost red one, and a 6 cost steel, gray one, or steel. So Ruby and Steel. They both, well, actually, excuse me. Heartless quests for 2, and the burning one does not quest, is reckless and goes in for 8, and blocks for 6. And the Heartless one is a 5/5 that quests for 2, and during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore. So if you can swing it sideways and take one of their characters out, you're still going to act like you're questing and take out their character, right? So that is nice. And Moana here, chosen by the ocean, has whenever you play this character, you may banish a character named Teka. So very interesting. I'm going to take the Ruby stuff out now. Okay. I'm going to give this card I think this card's pretty good because it's inkable and all the stuff going on here. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, guys. Well, tell me what you thought. Did I miss something? Do you think I'm crazy? Is there a card you think should be way higher rated or way lower rated? Just, don't be afraid to tell me in the comment section below. Tinkerbell is absolutely insane. Like, just so good. I definitely can see where Steel is. They are really cooking, guys. Like between Tinkerbell, Forceful Duelist, the whole entire Captain Hook package with Fire the Cannons. You've got like this little side package of Tinkerbell going into Tinkerbell Giant Fairy. Grab your sword for board removal. You've got Smashes and Fire the Cannons, like I said. You've got Beast Mirror to draw cards late in the game. Or shoot, I don't even know if you run Beast Mirror anymore. Is that what it's called? Beast Mirror? Yeah, Beasts mirror, I think you just run for a whole new or two of a whole new world. Just seems crazy. And then you got another Captain Hook over here who's really good as well. Cards like Hans that are really good at just, you know, being efficient. Ransack, cycling you through cards, and you can use it as a ink. Yeah, steel is very strong, I have to say, guys. Tell me what y'all think about it. If I had to just looking at these colors real quick, my three favorites are Amethyst, Sapphire, and Steel. Amber I thought was okay, but Emerald and Ruby I was not a huge fan of. They were kind of the most lackluster, mediocre, mid colors that I saw. But this stuff here is Steel, Sapphire, and Amethyst. Yeah, excellent. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to quit rambling. Y'all tell me what you think. I try to get through this one as fast as I can because I know I know a lot of these I spend a lot of time on talking. I'm sure y'all get tired of my voice at some point. But hopefully y'all enjoyed. And as usual, don't be afraid to leave any comments or suggestions in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, guys, peace.